lads, today is the official release of Grim Protocols, and with it comes the release of Kreig once again. However, this time we are getting the Kreig Blues. This is just, and I do need to remind you, this is just a reskin of what we've already seen from Kreig before. Secondary masks are black, the legacy of Vraks stuff looks kind of cool, I won't argue that. They even have a solid steel, no handle, just leather wrapped knife skin. However, there are some very bad practices that have gone into this update, and I am not too keen on it. I am very upset with Fatshark for once again finding ways to kick their player base in the teeth, because fuck us, that's why. Fatshark is in a very good habit of finding ways to gouge money out of you while selling recolors and reskins of all of their equipment, and somehow selling it to you as if it's new. None of this is really new. A lot of this is reskin, although some of the gear does look cool and could mix and match with some of the blue gear that we've been receiving. This video, however, is only going to cover cosmetics. It is not going to cover what I think about Grim Protocols right now. That video will come out Thursday. I want to play around with it a bit more before I give my full honest opinion, and right now I can tell you there are some good things and there are some Karking god-awful things. But where we are right now with cosmetics is disappointment. The cosmetics themselves are not bad, but they are just recolors. We do have new lore, so I am going to read the lore. But what Fatshark is doing with one of the sets is really irritating. The veteran set is being sold to you for $2,400, and then the helmet that is separate from it is being sold to you for $1,400, of the same name of the character who is wearing the veteran garb. The problem with this is those of us who know Kreig, love Kreig, enjoy Kreig, or are just general passing fans of Kreig, know that the helmet the veteran has as the $1,400 Aquila cost is a Death Court of Kreig Grenadier helmet. That's what that face mask means. You are a Grenadier. You are destined to die in service of Kreig. Should you survive, you are then named among the best of the best Kreig has to offer. The Grenadiers are an amazing unit, and they are locking a Grenadier helmet at $1,400. And the base helmet itself is also $1,400 for this set. Oh, Fatshark. So for you to get the Grenadier helmet and the base armor set for the Kreig in blue is going to run you $20 American. Oh, Fatshark, you don't know how to treat your player base fairly. I wish you were doing so much better with your monetization, because this is Karking shit. $20 just to get a full Grenadier Kreig outfit put together. And even then, it's not a real Grenadier set. You're still missing pieces. That's too much. Lads, I know there's a lot of you who aren't going to, listen to me on this one, and that's fine. I'm at least going to give you my opinion. Do not buy this set. Do not buy any of the Kreig gear. Leave it alone. You don't need it. You don't need it at all. Just leave it. Don't buy it. Save your money. Force Fatshark to change their monetization practices by withholding your wallet. They're not going to close the game down just because you don't buy a cosmetic for a 2-week period. But it will get them to pay attention. Hell, if you stop buying altogether, if everyone was to stop buying cosmetics for a period of time undisclosed to Fatshark, they would sweat and listen to the community and change the monetization practices. The only reason I'm reading the lore is because I love the lore for 40k. It makes me smile. It's good fun. And I enjoy it. I'm a lore nerd. So, that's it. That's my piece. Let's get into the lore of these characters and their cosmetics. Iserve Evo. He is always the first of his platoon to jump into an enemy trench. He never complains about the lack of rations or that the ammo crates are too heavy. His survey just does things that need to be done. From his joyless youth and up until his final days, he will follow orders to a letter, for he knows not of other life. Entire city districts reduced to dust by artillery fire stir nothing in him. Mutilated corpses of comrades are passing thing. But he does feel something when his shots hit center mass of a heretic from 150 meters. A tingling sensation at the tips of his fingers, causing him to sometimes smile. Just a little. Lucius Mark IV, Death's Head, Kreig, 143rd. These lenses have seen hundreds of kilometers of trenches, and they will see hundreds more. His survey Evo. His survey is a model Kreig trencher, unwavering, unflinching, uncaring, for what is better than to kill and die for the Emperor. Kreig Greatcoat, Kreig, 143rd. The coat's blue dye could remind you of a clear sky or a vast ocean. Its owner, however, has never seen either. Kreig Fatigues, Mark I. Set for trench warfare with reinforced knee putties. Arten Jung. In your name shall they die, and their names be forgotten. In your name we accept the same fate for ourselves. Guide our hands so that no foe may escape retribution. Guide our hands as we enact your will. Fill our minds with purpose and fury. Fill our souls with your holy light, until our hearts no longer give us life. Arten Jung's prayer. Lucius Mark III Vigil Helm, Kreig, 143rd. True faith must be constantly tested and tempered. The mere presence of such adamant conviction cleanses hearts of weakness and doubt. Kreig Vigil Greatcoat, Kreig, 143rd. Time between battles should be spent in prayer, for it is thanks to him that you've made it so far. Kreig Fatigues, marked by faith. Extra reinforced knees must help with all the supplication to the Emperor while in the trenches. We know what you're supplicating. Dirty, Fatshark, dirty. Kreig Gas Mask, marked by faith. Combines traditional Preacher's Mask with the classic Deathcore Gas Mask. This one is a reskin, or a re-release. It's hard to tell these days. Artemia Purgatation Flamer, field repaired. This weapon looks like it's seen better days, but its machine spirit still yearns to purge. Loy Krensk. Loy was always an outcast, a loner, but she never thought much about it. As far as she was concerned, fewer people around her made her less likely to be targeted in combat. It also meant she could be less careful with her powers. It allowed her freedom to pursue perfection and expression. Those around Loy never saw the battlefield the way she did. Where most merely survived, she thrived. Light up the battlefield with warp lightning, paint the trench red, set the ammo dump on fire, and raise streaks of smoke into the yellow sky. The canvas of war is always ready for the artist to add details and highlights. Kreig Watch Mask, Kreig, 143rd. Forgot the parentheses on that. At first, some don't recognize the wearer isn't just another grunt, but when in reality starts to bend, they will be glad to be on the same side. Kreig Greatcoat with Psychona Color, Kreig, 143rd. A burst of warp energy incinerating heretics in the blood-soaked trenches is rare indeed, but always welcome. Kreig Fatigues, Quilted Knees. Standard trouser variant with light protection on knees and putties. Kreig Watch Mask, Kreig, 143rd, Shadow Ops. Darker fabric and blackened lenses make sure that the night raid goes as planned. Gar Cargo. Gar likes killing, Gar likes digging, and he can do both 4 times as fast as a regular human. Eats as much too. He doesn't like to wear a gas mask, it makes eating hard. He doesn't like heretics either. Gar's muffled roar is the last thing many hear as he charges at them through the trench, knocking down everyone and everything in his path. Emperor help you if you end up between Gar and his enemies. Irreplaceable both in assault and entrenching, Gar always gets enough rations and the biggest bunk, and that's just how he likes it. Lucius Mark IV Death's Head, Quad XL, Kreig 143rd. Due to an Ogren's height, it's not always possible to keep the head hidden, but extra armor plate always helps. Kreig Greatcoat, Quad XL, Kreig 143rd. Some complain that Ogren's make a cramped trench feel even tighter. These complaints disappear when a salvo of Ripper gunfire sweeps the enemy's side. Kreig Fatigues, Quad XL, blue fatigues with heavy knee reinforcements and putties that could be repurposed to supply an infantry squad. Kreig Gas Mask Quad XL, Kreig 143rd Shadow Ops. Gas masks can make an already not particularly eloquent Ogren even harder to understand. Fortunately, they're not kept around for rousing speeches, and their ability to take care of night ops going off without a hitch. Legacy of Vraks. Ceremonial coloration made to commemorate those who fell retaking the world of Vraks Prime from apostate Cardinal Zaffin's control. Kreig Backpack, standard issue. Enough space for a bedroll, spare ammunition and survival rations. What else could you ask for? Worn entrenching tool. Whether digging a trench or dispatching a heretic, a smart guardsman is lost without their entrenching tool. Entrenching tool Quad XL. By this point, the ubiquitous entrenching tool is standard issue within the ranks of the Death Corps. Bestest Trophy Pack. A few prized enemy skulls, a bag of shiny things found on the battlefield, and a fuel tank to keep most of them in. Smells weird, but full of happy memories. Legacy of Vraks. Ceremonial blah 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 blah, same thing, same law, and I swear I already have this skin. Huh. You know, it's quite possible because the Legacy of Vraks combat knife is the exact same combat knife that came with the Drop Trooper pack. In fact, it was posted on Reddit. Let me find it. Hey, would you look at that? It is the exact same Karking knife. There is no recoloration, there's no releathering, it's the same Karking knife. So, Fatshark, not only are you partaking in bad practices, but you're paying people to just give us re-releases of a fucking item we already have in the game. You're a real Karking piece of shit. I hope everyone stays till the end to get to this part. Holy shit. You guys are the Karking worst. I hope nobody gives you money for a while. This is bad. Bad. You need to fix your shit, Fatshark. And you need to fix it quick. That's it for today, lads. Shout out to the patrons. Thank you for supporting on Patreon. There's a link down in the description if you want to support there. You can also support by becoming a channel member here on YouTube. And you can always support for free by doing the liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing thoughts below, and sharing with everyone you know. Take care, lads. Peace.